Well, good afternoon. It is just past 12:30. Yeah, 12:30 in the afternoon here. It's the 20th of March, 2025, and how time flies. Yes, it has been a minute. I've kind of not been on the air much. Every now and then I did a little hunting, but that's pretty much it. There's some as you get old, there are mechanical things that need to be worked on, just like an old car. It may stay in the shop for a little bit, although I haven't been in the shop for a long time. But yeah, I appreciate the notes of concern that I've seen on the Discord, so I do appreciate that. Today I'm at US-12216. It is the Santa Rosa Plateau Ecological Reserve. That's a mouthful. When I did go to the Discovery Center, I did find out that most of the people there did not know this was a state park. They thought it was a county park because, like Rio de Los Angeles, for example, it is a county-run park for the state. So anyway, that's what it is. It's beautiful out here. It's nice plateaus. It is hilly. So we'll see. I've got the sun, coming down on me. I decided not to do it in the car, so I have set up my my little pop-up tent. This time I'm keeping it rather low. You can see my Parks on the Air sign right there. Yeah, there you go. And so I'm sitting underneath here, and I'm getting a lot of. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. Okay. Okay, I keep getting that. I don't know what it is. I am right next to a road. But anyway, this is what I've got going. And I've got my my antenna. Oh, you can't see it. I got the wrong way. You know, it's been a while since I've done this, right? So I've got my antenna coming up there and going down to this pole. You can see the fact that I've got my cones out. I don't want people with their trucks or what have you, the horse trailers and whatnot, to get messed up down here. So it's just coming down here to one of these T-posts. And yeah, that's all there is to it. And the antenna goes, I don't know if you can see it, but it goes that way. So anyway, I appreciate you coming out here with me and seeing my activation. As I always ask, please cross your fingers retroactively to make sure I get a good activation today. So yeah, it took me an hour and a half to get here from home. And when I got here, I spent another half hour at the Discovery Center. Yeah, it was a little, it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But the people there know that I'm here, they know what I'm doing. And that's the way it's going to be for now. Anyway, thank you so much. I am going to go ahead and cut this back to the other side. Again, thank you again for watching my old behind getting in here and doing an activation. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. You take care. Ciao. So I've taken my sweet time. Thank you for coming back, by the way. I've taken my sweet time getting all set up here. It feels nice and cozy. I'm expecting Well, you know, I don't know what I'm expecting. I've kind of surfed 20 a little bit, and I get a tremendous amount of noise. I was on 10 meters, tremendous amount of noise. So I'm not quite sure what I can do or I'm going to do, but yeah, at this point, I just want to get 10 contacts, and I'll be happy. I'll be super happy for every additional contact I get. As you guys know, my Southern California experiences here have always been a little bit. Hey, I have got myself a mouse even, so I'm styling. All right. Anyway, let's see what happens. I'm quite. Oh, this is not working. Perfectly okay. I've gotten without it for so long that I can deal with it. All right. Thank you again for being with me, and let me see what I'm going to do here. Okay. Let's start with the QRL. I'm, by the way, on 21.035, so playing along in 15 meters. Let's try 20 meters. Just surfing right now. Only 4, come on. Oh. I'll just call him and tell him it's a park to park later. Every time I see that call sign, I think Waterloo, W4L00, Waterloo, or OO. Stupid human trick number 1. That's one. Let me find a quiet area here. All right. Let's see if it's busy. Okay. They were coming hard and fast there. I made... That was weird. I got everything. Done. It's activated. Oh, I want to try some more. Or, because I still have an hour and a half drive back home. So right now it's 1:30. By the time I pack up everything, 2, get everything ready to go, you know, all that sort of stuff. Hour and a half. That'll put me at 3:30. I saw the traffic on the, the opposite traffic. It was nothing but a sea of metal, just all lanes full, all doing maybe 20 miles an hour. Oh my God, that's what I got to look forward to. But you know what? I still need to get a couple more just in case I made mistakes. I almost forgot about that. I was going to take off. Those guys came in quite loud. The guy calling CQ and the guy responding. And quite strong. And I felt like a little peep squeak there. You know, like a little mouse giving the diving eagle the finger saying, no, you can't land here. Didn't end well. The winds are, they're not that strong. I mean, they're strong, but it's actually underneath this tent, it's nice and cool. The antenna's getting blown around a little bit, but it's not that bad. Well, I just got Oklahoma with the 599 coming in with a very good signal. Come on, sweetheart, let's get back to doing your thing. But the view here is quite pretty. Bright sun. I mean, I'll go ahead and do a sweeper on here, but the bright sun is indeed can be a little harsh. When I was at the Discovery Center, there were people there. You could smell their I got a Japan station and something just went funky. I'm jazzed.
Hey, can I get you to pull the cord off the thing over there, the fence? I'm going to look the other way for the easy up.
Okay, sorry I'm back, but I figured that you guys may want to know this if you're going to come out to this park and activate. So I've been educated. The park ranger came out here and told me all the things. First of all, he was very nice. I'm parked here in the horse trailhead, so there would be trailers and whatnot here that you would see for horses, especially on the weekends. Today being Thursday, it was pretty much empty. But one of the things they do not want done at the park, because it is a reserve, they don't want pop-ups or tents unless they're in a designated camping area. So a pop-up is being considered the same as a tent because it deprives the use of the land by others. When it comes to this stuff, all you got to do is nod your head, say yes sir, yes ma'am, and follow the rules. Okay, he was pretty restrictive with everything he was telling me, and even though I'm here at a horse trailhead, he was not acting like the south end of a northbound horse. Okay, he was being very nice, and of course the nicer he is depends on how you as a person react to what he's telling you. Well, I think I got 12 contacts. At the end I got Japan, and when he showed up or parked, I was telling him, just hold on, let me finish. He was very very nice, but he's telling me the way it is. So that's it. At this park, you cannot have tents, you cannot have pop-ups unless you're in a campsite. You cannot have anything hanging off of anything. So there is no, he told me that I had to take down my antenna. Excuse me, he didn't say I had to do that. He said that I could not hang anything off of any structure, and I would assume that would include trees, right? Because it is a reserve. You don't know what's underground, and I said, oh, okay. Well, had I known that, I would have brought my, I would have deployed my other antenna, which is a, I would stake it to the ground. He's shaking his head. No, can't do that either. This is a reserve, and in this particular case, he said, we have archaeological sites that and concerns, which means even here you cannot put something in the ground. And here, this is a parking. Yep, you can't do it here either. So, for future notice, for anybody wanting to come down here, okay, you have to treat it like a state park, state historical park. You cannot put anything in the ground. You can't hang anything off of anything else. It must be freestanding. So, just as a warning to y'all that, this park is a bit more persnickety with those rules. Other parks, not so much. And it all depends, as he mentioned, it depends also on the management that is running the park. Some people say okay, some people say no okay. So that's the way it is. So that being said, I had just finished Japan, and I believe Japan was my 12th contact. I believe it was the 12th contact. And because it was the 12th contact, I'm not going to try to figure out or try to put up another antenna, regardless of how it's set up. I mean, I can still set up an antenna on a tripod, but not going to happen. I'm done. I still have an hour and a half drive to do. Anyway, you know what? Thank you. I'll come back and wrap up in a second. Thank you so much. See you in a bit. Ciao. All right. Kind of completed the activation. I was at a turning point. I was about to just finish up. I'd gotten 12 contacts, I think it was, 12 contacts. And right at the end there, I got a contact from Japan, if I remember. JB1MXV was the contact. And there were some problems with it. I first got him, I responded to him. It took a little while to get his call sign, but once I responded to him, all of a sudden he went away. Then I called him back again. He gave me all the information, back and forth, got the contact. And that's when the park ranger came up and said, sorry, there's a lot of things you can't do in this park. Okay, so yeah, I'll write it up. But there was a litany of things, and he was being very nice in how he approached me. It was, it was okay. I appreciated the fact that he was, quite nice about it. He didn't come off like the south end of a northbound horse. He was just nice about it. Okay, it was very nice. So at that point, there was enough for me to say, okay, it's time to just go ahead and pack it up, because I'd already gotten 12. I couldn't stay in the configuration that I was in because, I had to take things down anyway. So, it's a good point to stop. I did activate. Thank you very much for the belated support I've got. I do appreciate it very much. I appreciate you coming back out here and listening to this old dude trying to do some activations. So having said that, thank you so much. I hope your day is fine. Today is Thursday. I hope this coming weekend finds you well and you enjoy. So that being said, I'll catch you next time. Until then, ciao for now.